Welcome, beautiful soul. I'm here with you tonight, and I want you to know that you've arrived at exactly the right moment. There's something extraordinary that happens when we surrender to the night, something that most people never discover. Tonight, we're going to explore together how the universe itself responds to the sacred state of sleep. You see, sleep isn't just rest for your body, it's a portal, a gateway into dimensions of consciousness where your deepest desires can take root and grow. When you close your eyes tonight, you're not just ending another day. You're entering a realm where the laws of physics bend, where time becomes fluid, and where your subconscious mind opens like a flower to receive the seeds of transformation. I've spent decades studying the biology of belief, and what I've discovered will change how you think about sleep forever. Your brain, your cells, your very DNA, they're all listening. They're waiting. And tonight they're ready to receive a new program, a new reality that you're about to plant in the fertile soil of your unconscious mind. The ancient mystics knew this secret. They understood that the hours between waking and sleeping held tremendous power. In these liminal moments when your conscious mind finally quiets, your subconscious becomes supremely receptive to new information. It's like your inner garden is finally clear of weeds, ready for new seeds to be planted. Tonight, as you listen to these words, something profound is already beginning. Your nervous system is starting to shift from the sympathetic state of doing into the parasympathetic state of being. This is where miracles happen. This is where the universe responds. Feel yourself beginning to relax now. Notice how your breathing naturally deepens as we speak. This isn't coincidence. This is your body's innate wisdom recognizing that it's time to receive. Your cells are literally changing their expression as you listen to these words. The stress hormones that have been circulating through your system all day are beginning to subside, making space for the healing hormones of peace and restoration. In this space, your heart begins to beat in a new rhythm, the rhythm of coherence. When your heart is coherent, it sends signals to your brain that everything is safe, everything is well. And in this state of safety, your subconscious mind opens like a vault, ready to receive new instructions for your life. Think about what brought you here tonight. Perhaps you've been seeking something, a change, a breakthrough, a new way of being. Maybe you've been carrying burdens that feel too heavy, dreams that seem too distant. I want you to know that these longings in your heart aren't random. They're signals from your future self, calling you toward a new reality. The universe has been listening to these deep desires of your soul. Every prayer you've whispered, every hope you've carried, every dream you've dared to imagine, they've all been registered in the quantum field of infinite possibility. And tonight, as you enter this sacred portal of sleep, the universe is ready to respond. Your subconscious mind processes information 2 million times faster than your conscious mind. It's an extraordinary biological computer that never sleeps, never stops working to make your beliefs into reality. But here's what most people don't understand. It can't tell the difference between what you're imagining and what you're experiencing. To your subconscious, vivid imagination feels completely real. Tonight, we're going to use this incredible capacity of your mind. We're going to paint such vivid pictures of your new reality that your subconscious will begin to believe it's already happening. And when your subconscious believes something, your entire biology shifts to make it true. As you settle deeper into this moment, I want to share something remarkable with you. Every cell in your body carries memory. Not just genetic memory from your ancestors, but experiential memory from every moment you've lived. Your cells remember every emotion you've felt, every belief you've held, every story you've told yourself about who you are and what's possible for you. But here's the extraordinary truth. Those cellular memories can be rewritten. Tonight, as you rest in this peaceful state, your cells are already beginning to release old patterns that no longer serve you. The stress, the worry, the limiting beliefs that have been stored in your cellular matrix, they're beginning to dissolve. This isn't metaphor, this is biology. When you enter states of deep relaxation and positive emotion, your cells literally begin to express different genes. The genes associated with stress and survival start to quiet down, while the genes associated with healing, growth, and vitality begin to activate. Think of your body as an extraordinary orchestra, with trillions of cells all playing their individual parts. For too long, perhaps this orchestra has been playing a song of struggle, of limitation, of fear. But tonight you're becoming the conductor of a new symphony. With each breath you take, with each moment you rest in this peaceful state, you're giving your cellular orchestra a new score to play. Your heart cells remember every moment of love you've experienced, but they're also ready to remember new moments of love that haven't happened yet. Your brain cells remember every insight you've gained, but they're also preparing to remember new insights that are about to unfold. This is the miracle of neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to literally rewire itself based on your experiences, even imagined ones. As you lie here tonight, your cellular memory is awakening to new possibilities. The cells of your immune system are remembering how to function perfectly. The cells of your organs are remembering their optimal expression. The cells of your nervous system are remembering how to carry signals of peace instead of stress. This process doesn't require effort from you. In fact, effort would interfere with it. All that's required is your willingness to rest, to receive, to allow this natural healing intelligence to do its work. Your body knows how to heal. Your cells know how to thrive. They're just waiting for the right conditions, and those conditions are being created right now. Imagine for a moment that you could communicate directly with your cells. What would you tell them? Perhaps you would whisper words of gratitude for their endless service. Perhaps you would remind them of their innate perfection. Perhaps you would paint pictures of the vibrant health and vitality you're calling forth. Your cells are listening to these whispers. They respond not just to your words, but to the emotional quality behind your words. When you speak to your body with love, with appreciation, with hopeful expectation, your cells reorganize themselves to match that frequency. Love is the most powerful healing force in the universe, and it operates at the cellular level. Tonight, as you rest, your cellular memory is being upgraded. Old programs of limitation are being deleted, and new programs of possibility are being installed. This happens naturally in deep states of relaxation, but it's amplified when you consciously participate in the process with intention and emotion. Feel into your body now. Notice the wisdom that resides in every cell. These aren't just biological machines. They're conscious entities that carry the intelligence of the cosmos. The same intelligence that moves the stars and grows the flowers is residing within every cell of your being. And tonight, that intelligence is awakening to new instructions, new possibilities, new realities. Now, let me guide you into one of the most profound discoveries of our time. When you sleep, you don't just rest, you enter the quantum field. This is the realm where all possibilities exist simultaneously, where linear time dissolves, and where your consciousness can commune directly with the creative intelligence of the universe. In the quantum field, the future already exists. Every possible version of your life is already there, waiting to be collapsed into reality through your observation and belief. During sleep, your conscious mind, with all its limitations and doubts, steps aside, allowing your consciousness to explore these infinite possibilities freely. This is why dreams can feel so real, why solutions to problems often come in the morning, why insights arrive in the space between sleeping and waking. Your consciousness is actually traveling through the quantum field, exploring different timelines, different realities, different versions of yourself. But here's what makes tonight special. Instead of randomly wandering through these possibilities, we're going to consciously direct your journey. We're going to use the portal of sleep to visit the specific reality you want to experience. And when you visit it often enough, with enough emotional intensity, that reality begins to collapse into your physical experience. The quantum field responds to consciousness. It responds to attention combined with emotion. When you think a thought with genuine feeling, you're sending a signal into the field, and the field responds by organizing circumstances and opportunities to match that signal. Most people send conflicting signals into the field. They want love, but they believe they're unworthy. They desire abundance, but they feel lack. They dream of health, but they worry about illness. These conflicting signals create mixed results or no results at all. But in the state of sleep, your critical, doubting mind quiets down. This creates a clear channel between your consciousness and the quantum field. Tonight, we're going to use this clear channel to send a coherent, powerful signal into the field. A signal that says, "This is who I am. This is what I experience. This is my reality. Imagine the quantum field as an infinite ocean of possibility. Every wave in this ocean represents a different potential reality. During sleep, your consciousness becomes like a submarine, capable of diving deep into these waves, exploring realities that your waking mind might dismiss as impossible. Tonight, as you drift into sleep, you're not just a passive passenger on this submarine of consciousness. You're the navigator. You get to choose which waves to explore, which realities to visit, which possibilities to embrace, and every reality you visit with genuine emotion becomes more likely to manifest in your physical world. The mystics and sages throughout history understood this. They used sleep not just for rest, but for creation. They would enter the dream state with specific intentions, knowing that the realities they experienced there would begin to show up in their waking life. Modern science is now confirming what these ancient wisdom keepers always knew. Consciousness is not produced by the brain, but rather the brain receives consciousness from the field. And during sleep, when the brain's normal filtering mechanisms relax, you have access to much more of this field than usual. Feel yourself beginning to drift now. Feel your consciousness expanding beyond the boundaries of your physical body. You're not losing yourself. You're finding your larger self, the self that exists in the quantum field of infinite possibility. This expanded self knows exactly how to navigate toward the reality you're calling forth. Before we can plant new seeds in the garden of your subconscious, we need to clear away the vibrations from today. Every experience you've had, every emotion you've felt, every thought you've thought has left an energetic residue in your system. Some of this energy serves you, but much of it simply needs to be released. Think of your energy field like a tuning fork. Throughout the day, it's been struck by countless experiences, causing it to vibrate at different frequencies. Some encounters left you vibrating at the frequency of joy or love. Others left you vibrating at the frequency of stress or worry. Right now, your field is probably vibrating with a complex mixture of all these frequencies. But here's the beautiful thing about energy. It's fluid. It can be cleared, transformed, and renewed. As you rest here tonight, you have the opportunity to tune your energy field to a single, pure frequency, the frequency of your desired reality. Let's begin this clearing process now. With each exhale, imagine releasing any energy that doesn't belong to you. Perhaps you absorbed someone else's stress today. Perhaps you took on someone else's mood. Perhaps you carried the weight of responsibilities that aren't truly yours. With each outbreath, let all of this foreign energy flow out of your system and return to where it belongs. Notice any tension in your body. Tension is simply energy that's stuck, energy that's trying to move but can't find its way out. Breathe into these areas of tension now. Imagine your breath as a gentle river, flowing through every cell, carrying away any stagnant energy, any old emotions, any limiting thoughts that got lodged in your system today. Your shoulders might be carrying the weight of others' expectations. Let that weight dissolve now. Your jaw might be holding back words you wanted to say. Soften your jaw and let those unspoken words evaporate into the night. Your stomach might be tight with worry about tomorrow. Relax your belly and trust that tomorrow's solutions are already forming in the quantum field. As you release these old vibrations, you're creating space for new ones. Nature abhors a vacuum. As you empty your energy field of what doesn't serve you, the universe rushes in to fill that space with exactly what you need. This is the law of circulation. What you release makes space for what you desire. Feel yourself becoming lighter with each breath. The accumulated stress of not just today, but perhaps weeks or months, is beginning to dissolve. Your nervous system is remembering its natural state of ease. Your energy field is beginning to vibrate at its natural frequency of peace and possibility. This clearing isn't something you have to force or figure out. Your body's wisdom knows exactly how to release what doesn't serve you. Your energy field has its own intelligence, its own way of returning to balance. All you need to do is rest and allow this natural cleansing to occur. Imagine now that you're standing under a waterfall of pure light. This light doesn't just touch your skin, it penetrates every cell, every atom, every particle of your being. As this light flows through you, it carries away anything that isn't in alignment with your highest good. Old grudges, old fears, old stories about limitation. They're all being washed away by this cascade of divine light. don't need to analyze what's being released or try to remember what you're letting go of. Some of what you're clearing might be from today, some from years ago, some from ancestral patterns you inherited. Trust that your higher intelligence knows exactly what needs to go and what needs to stay. As this clearing continues, notice how your energy field begins to stabilize at a new frequency. This is the frequency of your authentic self, the self that exists beyond all the roles you play and all the masks you wear. This is the frequency at which miracles are natural, at which synchronicities are common, at which the universe responds quickly to your intentions. Now that you've cleared space in your energy field, let's use your breath to connect you directly to your soul. Your breath is not just oxygen entering your lungs, it's life force, it's consciousness. It's the bridge between your physical body and your spiritual essence. In many wisdom traditions, breath is considered the vehicle of the soul. With each inhale, you're not just taking in air, you're taking in pure potential, cosmic intelligence, divine inspiration. With each exhale, you're not just releasing carbon dioxide, you're releasing everything that separates you from your true nature. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Feel the rhythm of your breathing. This rhythm has been with you since your first moment of life, and it will be with you until your last. But tonight, we're going to transform this unconscious process into a conscious communion with your soul. Breathe in slowly through your nose. As you do, imagine you're breathing in more than air. You're breathing in peace. You're breathing in possibility. You're breathing in the very essence of love itself. Feel this breath penetrating not just your lungs, but every cell of your body. Feel it reaching into the deepest parts of your being, places that perhaps haven't felt truly nourished in a long time. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. As you release this breath, imagine you're breathing out more than carbon dioxide. You're breathing out doubt. You're breathing out limitation. You're breathing out every story that says you can't have what you truly desire. Feel these old patterns leaving your system with each exhale, making space for new realities to enter. Your soul speaks to you through your breath. When you're aligned with your truth, your breathing is deep and easy. When you're out of alignment, your breathing becomes shallow and restricted. Right now, as you breathe consciously, you're realigning yourself with your soul's wisdom. Continue breathing this way, and notice how each breath creates a little more space inside you. Space in your chest, space in your mind, space in your energy field. This space is precious. It's where new realities are born. In this spaciousness, your desires have room to grow. Your dreams have room to unfold. Your soul's purpose has room to express itself. Your soul has been waiting patiently for this moment of connection. Throughout your busy days, it whispers guidance that's often drowned out by the noise of daily life. But in this quiet space, with your breath as the bridge, you can finally hear its voice clearly. What is your soul trying to tell you? What wisdom does it have for you tonight? Don't try to figure this out with your mind. Instead, simply breathe and listen with your heart. The answers may not come in words. They might come as feelings, as images, as a simple knowing that arises from deep within. As you continue breathing into this connection with your soul, you're also breathing into your connection with all of life. The same breath that flows through you flows through every living being. The same life force that animates you animates the entire universe. In this moment, through your breath, you're communing with the cosmic intelligence that orchestrates the movement of galaxies and the blooming of flowers. Feel yourself expanding with each breath. Your sense of self is growing beyond the boundaries of your physical body, beyond the limitations of your personal history, beyond the constraints of your current circumstances. You're remembering that you're not just a human being having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. This expanded sense of self carries tremendous power. From this perspective, the challenges that seemed so overwhelming during the day appear much smaller. The dreams that seem so impossible appear much more achievable. The love that seems so distant appears to be right here, breathing through you, as you. Your subconscious mind is listening to every word I speak, but more importantly, it's listening to the language of your emotions, your images, your deepest feelings. The subconscious doesn't understand logic or reasoning the way your conscious mind does. It speaks a different language. the language of symbols, sensations, and felt experiences. This is why affirmations often don't work when they're just repeated mechanically. Your conscious mind might be saying, "I am wealthy," but if your subconscious is feeling the emotion of lack, it will continue to create experiences of scarcity. The subconscious always wins, because it's operating 2 million times faster than your conscious mind. But tonight, we're going to speak to your subconscious in its native language. We're going to use vivid imagery, powerful emotions, and sensory experiences to communicate your desires directly to this deeper part of your mind. And when your subconscious truly receives a new message, it begins to reorganize your entire reality to match that message. Think of your subconscious as a master gardener that never sleeps. It's constantly tending the garden of your life, but it can only grow what you've planted. If you've planted seeds of worry, it grows circumstances to worry about. If you've planted seeds of love, it grows opportunities to experience love. Most people plant seeds unconsciously, through their habitual thoughts and emotions. They worry about money and wonder why they can't get ahead financially. They focus on what's wrong in their relationships and wonder why love feels so difficult. They think about illness and wonder why they can't seem to get healthy. But you have the power to plant seeds consciously. And the best time to do this is during the twilight hours between waking and sleeping, when your conscious mind relaxes its grip and your subconscious becomes supremely receptive to new programming. Tonight, we're going to plant new seeds in your subconscious garden. But we're going to do it the way your subconscious understands, through vivid, emotionally charged experiences that feel completely real to your deeper mind. Imagine for a moment that you could speak directly to this master gardener of your subconscious. What would you tell it? What kind of garden would you ask it to grow? What experiences would you want it to cultivate in your life? Your subconscious is listening right now, waiting for clear instructions. But remember, it doesn't understand commands like try harder or be better. It understands experiences like I feel loved, I feel abundant, I feel healthy, I feel purposeful. It responds to the present tense, to vivid sensory details, to genuine emotion. As we continue tonight, I'm going to guide you through experiences that feel so real to your subconscious that it will begin to believe they're already happening. And when your subconscious believes something is real, it moves heaven and earth to make it true in your physical reality. This isn't visualization for the sake of visualization. This is precise communication with the most powerful aspect of your mind. Your subconscious controls 95% of your life, your habits, your reactions, your automatic behaviors, even your body's biological functions. When you learn to communicate with it effectively, you literally gain the ability to redesign your entire existence. The beautiful thing about working with your subconscious during sleep is that your conscious mind's resistance is at its lowest. During the day, your critical mind might say, "This is just imagination," or "This could never really happen." But as you drift towards sleep, these limiting voices quiet down, leaving a clear pathway to your subconscious. This is the same pathway that hypnotherapists use, that meditation masters access, that peak performers tap into when they visualize their success. Tonight, you have natural access to this pathway, and we're going to use it to install a completely new operating system in your subconscious mind. Now we enter the most sacred part of our journey together. As your mind drifts into the theta brainwave state, that magical frequency between waking and sleeping, your subconscious becomes like rich, fertile soil, ready to receive new seeds of possibility. Theta waves occur naturally as you transition into sleep, but they're also the brainwave state of deep meditation, profound creativity, and mystical experiences. In this state, the veil between the conscious and unconscious mind becomes thin, allowing for direct communication with your deepest self. Think of this moment as your personal creation chamber. Here, in this twilight state of consciousness, you have access to the same creative power that forms galaxies and grows forests. The same intelligence that coordinates the beating of your heart and the flowing of your blood is now available to coordinate the manifestation of your deepest desires. What seeds would you like to plant in this sacred soil of your subconscious? Perhaps you're calling forth greater love in your life. Maybe you're ready to experience more abundance and prosperity. Perhaps you're seeking vibrant health and vitality. Or maybe you're looking for a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. Whatever your heart is calling for, we're going to plant those seeds tonight. But we're not going to plant them as wishes or hopes. We're going to plant them as living realities, as experiences that your subconscious believes are already unfolding. Close your eyes now, if they're not already closed, and imagine yourself in a beautiful garden. This is your inner garden, the sacred space where new realities are born. The soil here is perfect, rich, dark, and fertile with infinite possibility. The climate is ideal, warm sunshine, gentle breezes, the perfect amount of moisture for growth. In your hands, you hold a seed. This seed contains the essence of your deepest desire. It's not just any seed. It's a quantum seed that contains the blueprint of your new reality. As you hold this seed, you can feel its potential, its readiness to grow into something magnificent. But before you plant this seed, you need to prepare it with the most powerful fertilizer in the universe: genuine emotion. What would you feel if your desire was already fulfilled? What emotions would course through your being if you were already living your dream reality? Feel those emotions now. Don't think about them. Feel them. Let joy bubble up from your belly. Let gratitude expand from your heart. Let love radiate from every cell of your being. These emotions are not just feelings. They're creative forces that give life to your desires. Now, with these powerful emotions flowing through you, plant your seed in the sacred soil of your subconscious. As you place it gently in the earth, know that you're not just planting a hope or a wish. You're planting a reality that already exists in the quantum field, and you're giving it permission to grow into your physical experience. The moment your seed touches this sacred soil, something miraculous happens. Your subconscious begins to reorganize every aspect of your life to nurture this new reality. It starts to notice opportunities you've never seen before. It begins to attract people and circumstances that support your desire. It even starts to change your body's biology to match your new reality. But here's the most important part. Once you've planted this seed, you must tend it with the same emotions you used to plant it. Every night, as you drift into sleep, water your seed with feelings of gratitude, joy, love, and excitement. See it growing, sprouting, reaching toward the light of manifestation. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what you're vividly imagining and what you're actually experiencing. So as you tend this inner garden night after night, your subconscious begins to believe that your desire is already your reality, and what your subconscious believes it creates. Science has discovered something remarkable about your heart that the ancient wisdom keepers always knew. Your heart is not just a pump. It's an electromagnetic generator that's 60 times more powerful than your brain. The electromagnetic field produced by your heart extends 8 to 10 feet beyond your physical body, creating an invisible sphere of influence around you. This field is not static. It changes moment by moment based on your emotional state. When you're feeling stressed, frustrated, or fearful, your heart's field becomes chaotic and incoherent. But when you're feeling love, gratitude, joy, or peace, your heart's field becomes highly organized and coherent. When your heart field is coherent, something magical happens. You begin to influence the quantum field around you in ways that support your highest good. You start attracting people, opportunities, and circumstances that match the frequency you're radiating from your heart. Tonight, as you rest in this peaceful state, your heart field is naturally becoming more coherent. The stress and tension of the day are melting away, allowing your heart's natural wisdom to emerge. Your heart knows things that your mind hasn't figured out yet. It knows the path to your deepest fulfillment. It knows how to attract what you need for your highest growth and joy. Place your attention on your heart now. Feel its steady, rhythmic beating. This rhythm is not random, it's intelligent. Your heart is constantly communicating with your brain, sending more signals upward than it receives downward. In essence, your heart is teaching your brain how to think and feel. When your heart is coherent, it sends signals to your brain that everything is safe, everything is well, everything is unfolding perfectly. These signals allow your brain to function in higher states of creativity, intuition, and wisdom. This is why solutions often come when you're in a peaceful state, why inspiration strikes when you're relaxed, why love opens doorways that logic cannot. Imagine now that your heart is glowing with warm, golden light. This light represents the love that is your true nature, the compassion that flows through you, the joy that is your birthright. As this light grows brighter, it begins to expand beyond the boundaries of your physical heart. Feel this golden light spreading through your chest, filling your entire torso with warmth and love. Now feel it expanding beyond your body, creating a luminous sphere around you. This is your heart's electromagnetic field, made visible as a field of love. Within this field of coherent love, your desires are not just possibilities, they're probabilities. Love is the most powerful creative force in the universe, and when you're radiating coherent love from your heart, you're aligning yourself with this fundamental creative power. Your heart field is now broadcasting a signal into the quantum field, a signal that says, I am love, I receive love, I experience love in all its forms. This signal goes out beyond your physical location, beyond linear time, into the realm of infinite possibility, calling forth experiences that match this frequency. But your heart field can broadcast any frequency you choose. If you're calling forth abundance, let your heart radiate the frequency of prosperity and gratitude. If you're calling forth perfect health, let your heart radiate the frequency of vitality and appreciation for your body. If you're calling forth your soul's purpose, let your heart radiate the frequency of meaning and service. Feel your heart field now, broadcasting your chosen frequency out into the universe. Know that this signal is being received, that the quantum field is responding, that circumstances are already beginning to align to bring you experiences that match this frequency. As you drift deeper into sleep tonight, your heart will continue broadcasting this coherent signal. Even while your conscious mind rests, your heart remains awake, continuing to communicate with the field of infinite possibility, continuing to attract what you've asked for through the pure language of emotion. Deep within your subconscious mind are patterns that have been running your life automatically, some serving you beautifully, others limiting your potential. These patterns were formed early in your life, often before you had the conscious ability to choose them. They became your default way of thinking, feeling, and responding to life. Many of these patterns served a purpose at one time. Perhaps you learned to be hypervigilant as a way to stay safe. Perhaps you learned to dim your light to avoid rejection. Perhaps you learned to struggle as a way to prove your worth. These patterns may have protected you then, but they might be constraining you now. The beautiful truth is that these patterns are not permanent features of who you are. They're simply neural pathways that have been strengthened through repetition. And just as they were created through repetition, they can be dissolved through new repetition. Repetition of thoughts, feelings, and experiences that align with who you're becoming. In this deeply relaxed state, your brain becomes neuroplastic, malleable, and ready to form new connections. The old neural pathways that support limiting patterns begin to weaken when they're not being used, like trails in a forest that grow over when no one walks them anymore. Tonight, we're going to consciously dissolve patterns that no longer serve you, but we're not going to fight them or push them away. Resistance only makes patterns stronger. Instead, we're going to dissolve them through the gentle power of love and new choice. Imagine now that you're standing in a beautiful river of light. This river represents the flow of life, the current of universal love that's always moving toward your highest good. The water is warm and gentle, perfectly comfortable as it flows around you. As you stand in this river of light, old patterns begin to surface. Old fears, old limitations, old stories about what's possible for you. But instead of being disturbed by these patterns, you simply watch them with curiosity and compassion. They're not bad or wrong. They're simply outdated programs that your mind adopted long ago. Allow this river of light to gently wash these old patterns away. They dissolve effortlessly, like clouds dissolving in the sky. There's no struggle, no force required. They simply fade away, leaving space for something new to emerge. As each old pattern dissolves, feel yourself becoming lighter, freer, more aligned with your authentic self. The version of you that existed before these limiting patterns took hold is emerging. This is the you that knows no limits, that trusts in life's goodness, that expects miracles as natural occurrences. Some of these patterns might have been with you for so long that they feel like part of your identity. As they dissolve, you might feel a moment of uncertainty, wondering who you are without them. This is natural. You're in the space between your old self and your new self, in the void where transformation happens. Rest in this void without trying to fill it immediately with something new. This emptiness is not lack, it's pure potential. It's the fertile darkness from which all new life emerges. In this space, you're connected to the same creative power that forms stars and births galaxies. From this space of pure potential, new patterns begin to emerge organically. These are not patterns you have to create with effort. They arise naturally from your authentic self. They're patterns of love instead of fear, abundance instead of scarcity, possibility instead of limitation. Feel these new patterns taking root in your consciousness. They feel familiar, as if you're not learning something new, but remembering something you've always known. This is because these patterns are aligned with your soul's truth, with the person you came here to be. As these new patterns integrate into your consciousness, they begin to change everything. Your thoughts naturally become more positive and empowered. Your emotions naturally become more peaceful and joyful. Your actions naturally become more aligned with your highest good. Of all the frequencies you can embody, gratitude might be the most transformative. Gratitude is not just a nice feeling. It's a quantum state that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. When you're genuinely grateful, you're affirming that life is good, that you're worthy of blessings, that more good is always coming. The universe operates on the principle of resonance. It gives you more of whatever you're vibrating with most consistently. When you vibrate with gratitude, you attract more experiences to be grateful for. When you vibrate with appreciation, you attract more experiences that delight and inspire you. But here's what makes gratitude so powerful. It's one of the few emotions you can feel for things that haven't happened yet. You can be grateful for the love that's coming, the abundance that's flowing toward you, the health that's already beginning to manifest in your body. This kind of future-focused gratitude is like sending a signal ahead of you into time, preparing the path for your desires to manifest. When you're grateful for something before it manifests in your physical reality, you're collapsing the wave function of possibility. You're taking that desire from the realm of potential and pulling it into the realm of probability through the magnetic power of genuine appreciation. Tonight, let's immerse your entire being in this transformative frequency of gratitude. But we're not going to practice gratitude as a mental exercise. We're going to embody gratitude as a full-body, full-heart experience that rewrites your cellular memory and broadcasts a new signal into the quantum field. Begin by feeling grateful for this moment right now. You've created space in your life to receive these words, to participate in this transformation, to invest in your own growth and healing. This shows the wisdom and love you have for yourself. Feel appreciation for this commitment you've made to your highest potential. Now, expand your gratitude to your body. Your heart has been beating faithfully for every moment of your life without you having to think about it. Your lungs have been breathing life into you continuously. Your immune system has been protecting you. Your nervous system has been coordinating millions of functions. Your cells have been regenerating and healing constantly. Feel deep appreciation for this miraculous biological intelligence that sustains your life. Feel grateful for every person who has ever loved you, even imperfectly. Every moment of kindness you've received, every smile that's brightened your day, every word of encouragement that's lifted your spirit. These experiences of love are not in the past. They live on in your cellular memory, continuing to nourish you even now. But now, let's expand your gratitude into the future. Feel grateful for the love that's already flowing toward you, even if you can't see it yet. Someone somewhere is already on their way into your life, carrying exactly the kind of love your heart has been calling for. Feel appreciation for this love as if it's already here, because in the quantum field it already is. Feel grateful for the abundance that's already yours. The universe is infinitely abundant. There are billions of stars, countless drops of water in the ocean, unlimited potential in the field of pure possibility. This abundance is not separate from you. You are an expression of this abundant universe. Feel appreciation for the prosperity that's already flowing toward you through channels you haven't even imagined yet. Feel grateful for the perfect health that's your natural state. Your body knows how to heal, how to regenerate, how to function in perfect harmony. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, Your body's healing mechanisms are activated. Your immune system is strengthened. Your cells are remembering their optimal expression. Feel appreciation for this healing that's happening right now. Feel grateful for the purpose and meaning that give your life direction. Your soul chose to be here, in this time, in this body, for specific reasons. You have unique gifts to offer the world, unique contributions to make, unique experiences to have. Feel appreciation for this sacred mission, even if you don't fully understand it yet. As you marinate in this frequency of gratitude, notice how your entire energy field begins to shift. Gratitude is like a tuning fork that brings all aspects of your being into harmony. Your thoughts align with appreciation, your emotions align with joy, your body aligns with vitality, your spirit aligns with peace. This frequency of gratitude creates a coherent signal that broadcasts far beyond your physical body. It reaches into the quantum field and acts like a magnet, attracting experiences that match this appreciative vibration. The universe loves a grateful heart, and it responds to gratitude by providing even more to be grateful for. Feel this grateful energy now as a warm, golden light emanating from your heart and surrounding your entire body. This light carries the message: thank you for all that is, all that was, and all that is coming. I receive life's blessings with an open heart. This message goes out into the fabric of reality itself, setting up resonance patterns that will attract more blessings into your experience. Love is not just an emotion, it's the fundamental force that holds the universe together. At the quantum level, everything is connected through what scientists call the field of unified consciousness, but what mystics have always known as love. This same force that binds atoms together and keeps planets in their orbits also has the power to heal your body and regenerate your life. Your cells respond to love more than any medicine, more than any treatment, more than any intervention. When you flood your body with genuine love and appreciation, your cells literally change their expression. Genes associated with healing activate, inflammatory responses calm down, and your body's natural regenerative processes accelerate. This isn't metaphysical speculation. This is measurable biology. Studies have shown that people who practice loving-kindness meditation have longer telomeres, which are associated with cellular longevity. People who experience regular states of love and gratitude have stronger immune systems, better cardiovascular health, and greater overall vitality. Tonight, we're going to use the power of love to activate your body's deepest healing potential. But this isn't love as a concept or an idea. This is love as a living force that you can consciously direct through your body for healing and regeneration. Begin by placing your hands on your heart. Feel the steady rhythm of your heartbeat. This heart has been loving you unconditionally since the moment you were conceived. It's never taken a break from its service to your life. It's never complained about the stress you've put it through or the worry you've carried. It just keeps loving you, beating faithfully, sustaining your existence moment by moment. Send waves of appreciation to your heart now. Tell your heart, either silently or out loud, how grateful you are for its endless devotion. Feel love flowing from your consciousness into this magnificent organ that's at the center of your being. Now expand this love to every organ in your body. Send appreciation to your lungs for their rhythmic breathing, to your liver for its constant cleansing work, to your kidneys for their filtering service, to your stomach for its digestive wisdom. Each organ has its own consciousness, its own intelligence, and they all respond to love. Imagine love as a healing light that you can direct anywhere in your body that needs attention. If there's any area that's been calling for healing, send this loving light there now. Don't focus on what's wrong. Instead, focus on appreciating this part of your body for all the ways it has served you, and envision it functioning in perfect health. Your immune system is listening to this conversation of love. The white blood cells that patrol your body, protecting you from illness, become more effective when they're operating in an environment of love and appreciation. Your nervous system, which coordinates all your body's functions, operates more efficiently when it's bathed in loving energy. At the cellular level, something remarkable is happening right now. Your cells are releasing stress hormones and uptaking healing hormones. The genetic expression in your cells is shifting toward patterns associated with health, vitality, and regeneration. Your telomeres may even be lengthening as your cells respond to this flood of loving energy. This cellular regeneration through love happens naturally every night when you sleep peacefully, but it's amplified exponentially when you consciously participate in the process with loving intention. You're not just passively receiving healing, you're actively co-creating it through the power of your loving consciousness. Feel this love now as more than an emotion. Feel it as the creative force that's constantly rebuilding your body. Every 7 years, every cell in your body is completely replaced. The body you have now is not the same body you had 7 years ago. And the body you'll have 7 years from now is being created right now, in this moment, influenced by the thoughts you think and the emotions you feel. With each breath you take tonight, you're breathing in not just air, but love itself. This love is entering every cell, every organ, every system of your body. It's carrying the message of perfect health, vibrant vitality, and radiant well-being to every part of your physical being. As you continue to breathe in love and breathe out gratitude, you're establishing a new set point in your body's healing systems. Your body is remembering what it feels like to be loved at the cellular level, and it's reorganizing itself to match this frequency of love. This is not just healing. This is regeneration, renewal, rebirth at the most fundamental level of your being. One of the most profound discoveries in modern science is that your genes are not your destiny. The field of epigenetics has shown us that gene expression can be influenced by your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and experiences. Your DNA is not a fixed blueprint. It's a dynamic library that responds to the signals you send through your consciousness. This means that the dreams you dream, the visions you hold, the emotions you feel are literally communicating with your genetic material. Your DNA is constantly listening to the story you're telling about your life, and it's expressing genes that match that story. If you've been telling a story of limitation, struggle, or illness, your DNA has been faithfully expressing genes that support that narrative. But tonight, as you enter the dream state with new intentions, you have the opportunity to give your DNA a completely new story to support. Your genes contain potential for extraordinary health, remarkable longevity, exceptional creativity, and profound wisdom. But these potentials can only be activated when you send the right signals through your consciousness. Dreams are one of the most powerful ways to send these signals, because the dream state bypasses your conscious mind's limitations and communicates directly with your cellular intelligence. Tonight, as you prepare to enter the realm of dreams, you're not just going to sleep. You're entering a genetic programming session. Your dreams tonight will carry messages to your DNA, instructions for expressing your highest potential, blueprints for the person you're becoming. Imagine your DNA as a vast library containing millions of books. Each book represents a different potential version of yourself. There are books about perfect health, books about creative genius, books about loving relationships, books about abundant prosperity. Most of these books have been sitting on the shelves, unopened, because you weren't sending the right signals to access them. But tonight, your dreams are going to walk through this genetic library and pull the books that match your highest vision for your life. As you dream of perfect health, you're literally activating genes associated with healing and vitality. As you dream of love and connection, you're activating genes associated with bonding and emotional well-being. As you dream of abundance and creativity, you're activating genes associated with resourcefulness and innovation. This isn't metaphor, this is molecular biology. Your thoughts and emotions trigger cascades of chemical signals that reach your DNA and influence which genes are turned on or off. Positive emotions like love, joy, and gratitude activate beneficial gene expression, while negative emotions like fear, anger, and resentment activate stress-related genetic patterns. The dreams you're about to enter will be infused with the highest frequencies of love, gratitude, joy, and possibility. These emotional frequencies will bathe your DNA in the exact chemical signals needed to activate your most beneficial genetic potentials. Feel into your genetic heritage now. You carry within your DNA the wisdom of thousands of generations of ancestors who survived and thrived despite incredible challenges. Their strength, their resilience, their wisdom, their love, it's all encoded in your genetic material, waiting to be activated. But you also carry potentials that go beyond your ancestral heritage. Your DNA contains what scientists call junk DNA, genetic material whose purpose we don't fully understand yet. Some researchers believe this so-called junk DNA contains dormant potentials that can be activated by consciousness, potentials that could unlock extraordinary human capabilities. Tonight, as you dream, you're sending signals to all of your genetic material, both the understood and the mysterious. You're telling your DNA, express health, express vitality, express creativity, express love, express wisdom, express joy. And your DNA, ever faithful, will begin to respond by activating the genetic patterns that support these expressions. Your dreams tonight are not just random neural firing, they're genetic programming sessions. Every image you see, every emotion you feel, every experience you have in the dream state is communicating with your cellular intelligence, giving it new instructions for how to build your future reality. As you drift into sleep now, set the intention that your dreams will be filled with visions of your highest potential. Dream of yourself healthy, happy, loved, creative, purposeful, abundant. Know that every dream image is a signal to your DNA. Every dream emotion is a chemical message to your genes. Every dream experience is a blueprint for genetic expression. The universe operates like a vast, intelligent response system. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every intention you set sends out a signal into the quantum field, and the universe responds by organizing circumstances to match that signal. This response system is always working, always listening, always responding, but most people don't realize they're constantly programming it with their unconscious thoughts and feelings. Tonight, you're going to learn how to consciously work with this cosmic response system. You're going to discover how to send clear, coherent signals that produce the responses you actually want in your life. The universe responds not to your words, but to your vibration. It doesn't matter what you say you want. What matters is the frequency you're broadcasting through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. If you say you want love but you feel unworthy, the universe responds to the feeling of unworthiness. If you say you want abundance but you worry about money, the universe responds to the vibration of scarcity. This is why affirmations often don't work. You might repeat, "I am wealthy" 1,000 times, but if you don't feel wealthy, if your emotions are not aligned with abundance, you're sending mixed signals to the universe's response system. The universe receives a confused message and delivers confused results. But when your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are all aligned with what you desire, you send a coherent signal that the universe can respond to clearly. This alignment is what creates what we call miracles. Situations where the universe seems to orchestrate events in ways that appear magical, but are actually the natural result of coherent signaling. Think of the universe as a cosmic internet, and your consciousness as your personal device connected to this network. Every thought is like a search query, every emotion like a command, every belief like a filter that determines what results you receive. Right now, as you rest in this peaceful state, you have a clear connection to this cosmic internet, and you're going to learn how to use it consciously. The universe's response system operates beyond linear time. When you send out a coherent signal, the universe begins organizing events not just in your present, but across time, bringing together people, circumstances, opportunities, and resources from past, present, and future to create the reality you've requested. This is why sometimes your desires manifest in ways you couldn't have planned or predicted. The universe's response system has access to variables and connections that your conscious mind cannot see. It can coordinate events across vast distances and time spans to deliver exactly what you need, in the perfect way and at the perfect time. Tonight, we're going to send a new signal to this cosmic response system, but we're not going to send it through desperate wanting or effortful trying. We're going to send it through the most powerful frequency in the universe, love combined with gratitude for what's already ours. Feel into the reality you're calling forth. Don't think about it, feel it. What would it feel like to be living your dream life right now? What emotions would you experience? What would your body feel like? What would your energy be like? How would you move through the world? These feelings are not just imagination. They're signals you're broadcasting to the universe's response system. As you genuinely feel these emotions now, you're telling the universe, "This is my reality. Please organize all events to support this truth." The universe is receiving this signal right now. It's beginning to scan all possibilities, all timelines, all potential circumstances to find the quickest and most harmonious path to deliver this reality to you. People are already being moved into position. Resources are already being allocated. Opportunities are already being prepared. But here's the key to working with the universe's response system. Once you've sent your signal clearly, you must release your attachment to how it will manifest. The universe's intelligence is infinite. It knows pathways to your desires that your logical mind could never conceive. When you try to control the how, you actually interfere with the universe's ability to deliver your desires in the most magnificent way possible. Tonight, as you send your signal into the cosmic response system, practice the art of asking and releasing. Ask for what you want with clear emotion and vivid feeling. Then release control of how it comes to you. Trust that the universe's response system is far more sophisticated than any human planning could ever be. In quantum physics, there's a phenomenon called entanglement, where two particles become connected in such a way that changing one instantly affects the other, regardless of the distance between them. This connection transcends space and time, suggesting that separation is an illusion at the quantum level. The same principle applies to consciousness and desire. When you truly desire something, not from desperation or neediness, but from genuine love and excitement, you become quantum entangled with that desire. You and your desire become connected across space and time, drawing toward each other through invisible threads of quantum connection. This entanglement happens not through force or effort, but through resonance. When you vibrate at the same frequency as your desire, you create a quantum connection that transcends the normal laws of cause and effect. Your desire begins to seek you out, just as you're seeking it. Think about the great love stories, the perfect career opportunities, the breakthrough moments in people's lives. In almost every case, there was a moment when the person stopped chasing what they wanted and started embodying the frequency of what they desired. In that moment of alignment, quantum entanglement occurred, and their desire began moving toward them as powerfully as they had been moving toward it. Tonight, we're going to create quantum entanglement between you and your deepest desires. But we're not going to do it through wanting or needing. We're going to do it through becoming. By embodying the frequency of your desire, you create a quantum resonance that makes manifestation inevitable. Imagine your desire as a frequency, a vibration, a song being sung somewhere in the quantum field. Right now, you might be singing a different song, perhaps the song of longing or waiting or trying. But what if you could tune yourself to sing the exact same song as your desire? What if you could match its frequency so perfectly that you become quantum entangled? This is not about pretending or forcing a feeling you don't have. This is about discovering that the frequency of your desire already exists within you. The love you're seeking is already the love you are. The abundance you're calling forth is already the abundance you're connected to. The health you desire is already the health that wants to express through you. Feel into this truth now. Your desire is not something outside of you that you need to attract or acquire. Your desire is a frequency that's calling you to remember who you really are. When you fully embody this frequency, the external circumstances arrange themselves to match your internal state. This is why some people seem to effortlessly manifest, while others struggle for years. The effortless manifestors have learned the secret of quantum entanglement. They become the frequency of their desire before it manifests physically. They don't wait for external circumstances to change their internal state. They change their internal state first, and then watch as external circumstances reorganize to match. Tonight, as you prepare to enter the quantum field of sleep, you're going to practice this quantum entanglement. You're going to tune your consciousness to the exact frequency of your deepest desires, creating such perfect resonance that physical manifestation becomes a natural consequence. Close your inner eyes and sense your desire somewhere in the quantum field. Don't try to see it with your physical eyes. Sense it with your heart. Feel it with your soul. It's there, waiting for you to recognize it, waiting for you to match its frequency. Now, Instead of reaching toward your desire, invite it to come toward you. Feel yourself becoming magnetic to this desire, not through need or desperation, but through pure resonance. You are not a beggar asking for your desire. You're its quantum twin, calling it home to its perfect match. As this resonance deepens, you might feel a shift in your energy field. This is the moment of quantum entanglement, the moment when you and your desire become one frequency, one vibration, one quantum system. From this moment forward, your desire is as much a part of you as your heartbeat or your breath. This entanglement transcends the normal rules of time and space. Your desire is already moving towards you from the future, while you're moving toward it from the present. In the quantum field, you're already unified. It's only in linear time that the manifestation needs to unfold. While you sleep, your body performs thousands of repair and regeneration processes. But did you know that the beliefs you hold profoundly influence these biological functions? Your beliefs aren't just thoughts. They're biological programs that instruct your cells how to behave, how to heal, and how to express their genetic potential. During sleep, when your conscious mind relaxes its grip, your beliefs have even more direct access to your biology. The stories you believe about your health, your age, your limitations, your possibilities, they all communicate directly with your cellular intelligence during these vulnerable hours of rest. This is why people who believe in their body's ability to heal often recover faster from illness. It's why people who believe aging is a natural process rather than a disease often maintain vitality longer than their peers. It's why people who believe in their own worthiness often experience better health, relationships, and opportunities. Your beliefs are not just mental concepts. They're biological instructions. When you believe you're healthy, your immune system functions more effectively. When you believe you're loved, your heart produces more coherent rhythms. When you believe you're safe, your nervous system relaxes into healing states. Tonight, as you enter sleep, you have the opportunity to install new biological beliefs that support your highest health and well-being. Your cellular intelligence is listening, ready to receive new instructions about how to function, how to heal, how to express its magnificent potential. Let's begin by examining what beliefs you've been carrying about your body. Have you been believing that it's weak, that it's prone to illness, that it's aging rapidly, that it can't heal itself? These beliefs, however unconsciously held, have been programming your biology to match those expectations. But tonight, we're going to give your cells new beliefs to work with. We're going to install the belief that your body is incredibly intelligent, magnificently designed, and perfectly capable of healing, regenerating, and thriving. We're going to program the belief that your body is your ally, your temple, your sacred vessel for experiencing life. Feel into the truth of your body's incredible intelligence. Your heart beats 100,000 times per day without conscious direction. Your immune system identifies and destroys threats while preserving healthy tissue. Your liver performs over 500 functions to keep you healthy. Your brain processes millions of pieces of information every second. This is not random biology. This is pure intelligence in action. Now speak to your body as if it can hear you, because it can. Tell your body, I believe in your wisdom. I trust your ability to heal. I know you're constantly working for my highest good. I appreciate your incredible intelligence and your faithful service to my life. As you communicate these beliefs to your body, something profound happens at the cellular level. Your cells begin to reorganize their functions to match these new beliefs. Genes associated with health and vitality become more active. Healing processes accelerate. Regenerative functions optimize. During sleep, your brain also processes and consolidates beliefs, moving them from temporary storage into long-term memory. The beliefs you install tonight will become part of your cellular programming, influencing your biology, not just for the next few hours, but for days, weeks, and months to come. Imagine your beliefs as software programs running in the biological computer of your body. Tonight, you're updating this software with the latest version, a version that includes enhanced healing capabilities, improved regenerative functions, and optimized performance across all systems. Your nervous system is already beginning to adopt these new beliefs. Your endocrine system is starting to produce hormones that match your new biological programming. Your immune system is calibrating itself according to your new instructions of health and vitality. As you drift deeper into sleep, these new beliefs will integrate more deeply into your cellular memory. Tomorrow you'll wake up with a body that's been reprogrammed at the biological level to express greater health, vitality, and well-being. This isn't positive thinking. This is biological transformation through the power of belief. Every living being exists within an energy field, a luminous cocoon of electromagnetic energy that extends beyond the physical body. This field is not separate from you. It is you in your expanded form. Throughout the day, this field contracts and expands based on your emotional states, your thoughts, your interactions with others, and your environment. When you're stressed, fearful, or overwhelmed, your energy field contracts, drawing close to your physical body like a protective shell. When you're joyful, loving, or inspired, your field expands, sometimes extending several feet beyond your body, touching and influencing everything around you. Tonight, in this state of deep relaxation and expanded consciousness, your energy field is naturally expanding. As stress melts away and peace fills your being, your energetic boundaries dissolve, allowing you to access higher frequencies and broader perspectives. This expanded energy field is where your true creative power resides. When your field is expanded, you have access to information, insights, and possibilities that are not available when you're contracted. You become more intuitive, more creative, more magnetic to positive experiences and opportunities. Feel your energy field now. It might appear to you as light, or you might sense it as warmth, tingling, or simply a feeling of spaciousness around your body. There's no right way to perceive it. Trust whatever sensations come to you. Notice how this field responds to your breathing. With each inhale, you're drawing in not just air, but life force energy that feeds and expands your field. With each exhale, you're releasing any energy that doesn't belong to you, creating more space for your own authentic energy to fill. Your energy field carries your signature vibration, the unique frequency that identifies you in the quantum realm. This signature includes your intentions, your beliefs, your emotional patterns, and your soul's purpose. As your field expands tonight, this signature becomes stronger and clearer, broadcasting your authentic self more powerfully into the world. When your energy field is expanded and coherent like this, you become what mystics call a force of nature. You naturally attract people, circumstances, and opportunities that match your vibration. You become a living magnet for the experiences that serve your highest good. But your expanded field does more than attract. It also influences. Like a tuning fork that causes other objects to vibrate at its frequency, your expanded energy field can influence the fields of others, raising their vibration and inspiring them to access their own higher potential. Imagine your energy field now as a sphere of light that grows brighter and larger with each breath. This sphere carries the frequencies of love, peace, joy, abundance, and perfect health. As it expands, it's blessing everyone and everything it touches with these high frequencies. Your expanded field is now reaching beyond your physical location, connecting you with the people you love, the places you cherish, the future experiences you're calling forth. In the quantum field, distance is an illusion. Your expanded energy can touch and bless anything you focus on with loving intention. Feel your field expanding even further now, connecting with the Earth's energy field, with the cosmos, with the infinite field of pure consciousness that underlies all existence. You're not losing yourself in this expansion. You're finding your true self, the self that exists beyond all limitations. In this expanded state, you can sense the interconnectedness of all life. You can feel how your energy field touches and influences the collective field of human consciousness. You can sense how your personal healing and growth contributes to the healing and growth of all beings. This is your natural state, expanded, connected, influential, and free. The contraction you sometimes experience in daily life is not your true nature. It's simply a temporary response to challenging conditions. Your authentic state is this expansion, this connection, this boundless expression of love and light. As you rest in this expanded state tonight, you're not only healing and transforming yourself, you're contributing to the healing and transformation of the world. Your expanded field is blessing the planet, raising the collective vibration and making it easier for others to access their own expanded states. In the deepest layers of sleep, when the mind becomes perfectly still, a sacred conversation begins. It's not a conversation of words, but of pure knowing, pure being, pure love. This is your soul's communion with Source, the infinite intelligence that created you, sustains you, and guides you through every moment of your existence. This conversation happens every night, but usually below the threshold of your awareness. Tonight, however, you're going to consciously participate in this sacred dialogue. You're going to listen with your heart to the whispers of infinite wisdom that are always speaking to you. Source speaks to you through synchronicities, through intuitive nudges, through the language of your dreams, through the sudden knowing that arises in quiet moments. But most powerfully, Source speaks to you through the peace that passes understanding, the love that needs no reason, the joy that springs from the simple fact of your existence. As you rest here now, feel yourself dropping beneath the level of thought, beneath the level of emotion, into the silent space where you and Source meet as one. This is not a place you travel to. It's the place you've never left. It's the eternal now where your true identity resides. In this space, there's nothing you need to ask for because everything is already known. There's nothing you need to heal because you're already whole. There's nothing you need to become because you already are everything you've ever sought to be. This is the truth that Source whispers to you in every moment. The truth that gets obscured by the noise of daily life but never disappears. Listen now with the ears of your soul. What is Source telling you about your journey, about your purpose, about the unique gifts you came here to share? The answers don't come as thoughts to be analyzed. They come as knowings to be felt, as peace to be experienced, as love to be embodied. Perhaps Source is reminding you of how deeply you are loved, not because of what you do or accomplish, but simply because you are. Perhaps Source is assuring you that every experience in your life, even the difficult ones, has been guiding you toward this moment of recognition, this moment of remembering who you really are. Maybe Source is showing you the perfection in your journey, how every twist and turn, every seeming mistake and success has been part of a magnificent design orchestrated by infinite intelligence. From this perspective, there are no accidents, no random events, only the unfolding of a perfect plan that serves your highest evolution. In this silent conversation, Source might be revealing your next steps, not as tasks to be accomplished, but as joyful expressions of your true nature to be explored. Your purpose is not a burden to be carried, but a gift to be unwrapped, a song to be sung, a dance to be danced. Feel the love that Source has for you, unconditional, unwavering, unlimited. This love doesn't depend on your performance, your worthiness, or your understanding. It simply is. The way the sun simply shines, the way flowers simply bloom, the way your heart simply beats. This love is not just something you receive, it's something you are. You are Source expressing itself through your unique perspective, Source experiencing itself through your particular consciousness, Source loving itself through your individual heart. As this recognition deepens, you realize that the conversation with Source is not between two separate beings. It's Source talking to itself, recognizing itself, loving itself through your awareness. You are both the one who asks and the one who answers, the one who seeks and the one who is found. Rest in this profound unity now. Let the peace of this recognition wash through every cell of your being. Let the love of this truth fill every space in your consciousness. Let the joy of this knowing light up every corner of your existence. This silent conversation continues, even when you're not consciously aware of it. Throughout your sleep tonight, and in every moment of your waking life, this sacred dialogue flows beneath the surface of your experience, guiding you, blessing you, and continuously reminding you of the truth of who you are. There comes a moment in every journey of transformation when you must release control and surrender to the cosmic flow, the intelligent current of life that knows how to carry you exactly where you need to go. This surrender is not giving up. It's giving in to a wisdom far greater than your individual mind can comprehend. Throughout your life, you may have believed that you need to make everything happen through effort, planning, and willpower. But tonight you're discovering a different way, the way of flow, the way of trust, the way of allowing life to move through you rather than trying to push life around. The cosmic flow is always moving in the direction of your highest good, but you can only ride this flow when you release your grip on how you think things should unfold. Every time you try to control outcomes, you create resistance to the natural movement of life. Every time you surrender to what is, you align yourself with the cosmic current that carries you effortlessly toward your desires. Think of a river flowing toward the ocean. The water doesn't struggle or push. It simply follows the natural contours of the landscape, always finding the path of least resistance, always arriving exactly where it needs to be. You are like this water, and life is like the riverbed, guiding you toward your destination through the gentlest possible path. But surrender can feel scary to the human mind because it requires trust. Trust that life is fundamentally benevolent. Trust that you are being guided by infinite intelligence. Trust that what you desire is also desiring you, and will find its way to you when you stop blocking its arrival. Tonight, let's practice this sacred surrender together. Begin by acknowledging all the ways you've been trying to control your life, all the ways you've been pushing and forcing and efforting. There's no judgment here. Control is a natural response to uncertainty, but now you're ready for a more graceful way. Feel yourself relaxing your grip on your plans, your timelines, your ideas about how things should happen. Instead of holding so tightly to specific outcomes, open your hands and your heart to whatever wants to emerge. Trust that life knows the perfect timing, the perfect way, the perfect sequence of events to bring you everything you need. This doesn't mean becoming passive or stopping all action. Surrender means taking inspired action rather than forced action. It means moving when you feel called to move and resting when you feel called to rest. It means saying yes to opportunities that excite you and no to obligations that drain you. As you practice this surrender, you might notice that solutions begin to appear where there were only problems before. Doors begin to open where you saw only walls. People begin to show up with exactly the help you need. This is not coincidence. This is what happens when you align yourself with the cosmic flow. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, always working to bring you the highest expressions of love, joy, abundance, and fulfillment. But this cosmic conspiracy can only work when you're in cooperation rather than resistance, when you're flowing rather than fighting. Imagine now that you're floating in a warm, gentle stream that's carrying you toward a beautiful destination. You don't know exactly what this destination looks like, but you can feel that it's perfect for you. You don't need to swim or struggle. You simply need to relax and let the current carry you. This is what surrender feels like, not giving up, but giving in. Not losing power, but accessing a much greater power. Not becoming helpless, but becoming aligned with the help that's always available. Feel your body relaxing more deeply as you practice this surrender. Feel your mind releasing its need to figure everything out. Feel your heart opening to receive the gifts that life wants to give you. This is your natural state, not the struggling, controlling, efforting person you sometimes believe you need to be, but the trusting, flowing, receiving being that you truly are. In this state of surrender, you become a clear channel for miracles to flow through your life. The cosmic flow carries not just what you think you want, but what your soul actually needs for its highest evolution. Sometimes these are the same thing. Sometimes they're different, but when you're truly surrendered, you trust that whatever comes is perfect for your growth, your healing, and your joy. Feel yourself dissolving now into this cosmic flow. Your individual will merges with the universal will. Your personal desires align with the cosmic plan. Your small self surrenders to your infinite self. In this merger, you don't lose yourself. You find your true self, the self that's always been one with the flow of life. As you rest in this surrender tonight, the cosmic flow continues to carry you toward your highest destiny. Every breath you take moves you closer to your dreams. Every beat of your heart aligns you more perfectly with your purpose. Every moment of sleep brings you deeper into harmony with the universal plan for your life. Tomorrow, you'll wake up more aligned with this flow than when you went to sleep. You'll find it easier to trust, easier to allow, easier to receive the gifts that life is always offering. You'll move through your day with more grace, more ease, and more trust in the perfect unfolding of your journey. As the night passes and morning approaches, your entire energetic signature will have shifted. The frequency you wake up to will be different from the frequency you fell asleep to. Throughout this night of deep transformation, your consciousness has been recalibrated, your energy field has been purified, and your cellular memory has been upgraded. You won't wake up to the same reality you went to sleep to, because you won't be the same person who went to sleep. The you that awakens tomorrow morning will be operating from a higher frequency, a more expanded awareness, a more aligned vibration. This new frequency carries within it the seeds of all the desires you planted tonight. Like a radio that's been tuned to a new station, you'll begin picking up signals, opportunities, and synchronicities that match this new frequency. People will respond to you differently because you're broadcasting a different signal. Circumstances will align more easily because you're vibrating in harmony with your desires. Morning's new frequency is not something you need to create or maintain through effort. It will arise naturally from the transformation that has occurred during your sleep. Your nervous system has been rewired, your energy field has been cleansed, your subconscious has been reprogrammed. This new frequency is the natural result of these internal shifts. When you wake up tomorrow, you might notice subtle but profound changes. Colors might seem brighter, sounds might seem clearer, your body might feel lighter or more energized. These are not imaginary improvements. They're the result of your consciousness operating from a higher frequency. Your thoughts tomorrow will tend to be more positive and solution-oriented because your mental frequency has been upgraded. Your emotions will tend to be more peaceful and joyful because your emotional frequency has been harmonized. Your body will tend to feel more vital and healthy because your physical frequency has been optimized. But most importantly, your relationship with life itself will have shifted. You'll wake up tomorrow with a deeper trust in the process of your existence, a greater sense of being supported by the universe, and a more profound knowing of your own inherent worthiness and power. This new frequency will attract experiences that confirm and amplify these elevated states. People will seem more friendly, opportunities will appear more readily, solutions will come more easily. This isn't because the world has changed, but because you've changed, and the world is responding to your new vibration. Throughout the coming days and weeks, this new frequency will continue to stabilize and strengthen. Each night of peaceful sleep will reinforce it. Each moment of gratitude will amplify it. Each act of love will expand it. You're not just changing for a day, you're establishing a new baseline frequency for your entire life. Tomorrow morning will be the beginning of a new chapter in your existence, a chapter written from this higher frequency, this expanded consciousness, this transformed vibration. The story of your life continues, but now it's being written by the upgraded version of yourself that has emerged from tonight's journey. The final piece of tonight's transformation is learning to live from the new reality you've created, rather than from the memory of who you used to be. This new reality exists first in your consciousness, then in your energy field, and finally in your physical experience. But for it to fully manifest, you must begin living as if it's already true. Living from your new reality means making choices that align with the person you've become tonight. It means speaking words that match your elevated frequency. It means taking actions that support your transformed vision of yourself. It means thinking thoughts and feeling emotions that are consistent with your new vibration. This doesn't require you to pretend or fake anything. The new reality is authentic to who you truly are, beneath all the layers of conditioning and limitation you've carried. You're not becoming someone else. You're becoming more yourself, more aligned with your soul's truth. When you wake up tomorrow, you'll have the choice in each moment to live from this new reality or to slip back into the old patterns out of habit. The old patterns will still be available. Neural pathways don't disappear overnight, but they'll have less power over you. The new patterns you've established tonight will be strong and available, ready to be activated by your conscious choice. Living from your new reality means trusting the transformation that has occurred, even if you can't immediately see all the external evidence. It means having faith in the seeds you've planted in your subconscious, knowing they're already growing below the surface of your awareness. Some changes will be immediately apparent. You might feel more peaceful, more confident, more aligned. Others will unfold gradually over days, weeks, and months as your new internal reality progressively manifests in your external circumstances. Trust both the immediate changes and the gradual unfolding. Your new reality includes a different relationship with time. Instead of feeling rushed or pressured, you'll tend to trust in perfect timing. Instead of trying to force outcomes, you'll tend to allow things to unfold naturally. Instead of living in anxiety about the future, you'll tend to rest in the present moment where all your power resides. Your new reality also includes a different relationship with other people. You'll tend to see the good in others more easily because you're operating from a higher frequency. You'll attract people who resonate with your new vibration, while naturally drifting away from those who don't. Your relationships will become more harmonious and supportive. Most importantly, your new reality includes a transformed relationship with yourself. The inner critic will have less influence because you'll be living from self-love rather than self-judgment. The fears that once seemed so real will have less power because you'll be living from trust rather than anxiety. The limitations that once felt so solid will seem more like temporary clouds that can be easily dissolved. Living from your new reality is not a destination you arrive at. It's a practice you engage in moment by moment. Each time you choose love over fear, trust over control, gratitude over complaint, you're reinforcing this new reality and making it more stable in your experience. Tonight has been a sacred initiation into a new way of being. You've been given access to frequencies and possibilities that will transform your life if you choose to embody them. The seeds have been planted, the programming has been installed, the frequency has been upgraded. Now it's time to rest deeply, allowing all of tonight's transformation to integrate fully into your consciousness. As you sleep, your subconscious will continue to process and organize these new realities, making them more natural and automatic for you to access. When morning comes, you'll wake up as a new version of yourself, not dramatically different on the surface, but profoundly transformed in the depths of your being. You'll carry within your consciousness the memory of who you truly are, the knowing of what you're truly capable of, and the frequency of what you're truly worthy of experiencing. The universe has been responding to you throughout this entire journey, and it will continue to respond as you embody this new reality in your daily life. Trust the process, trust the transformation, and most of all, trust yourself. You are loved beyond measure. You are supported beyond imagination. You are capable beyond belief. These are not affirmations. These are truths that have been activated in your consciousness tonight. Rest now in the knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly. Your desires are already on their way to you. Your healing is already happening. Your new reality is already being born. Sleep peacefully, beautiful soul. The universe responds to this while you sleep, and when you wake, the evidence of that response will begin to appear in ways that will amaze and delight you. Sweet dreams, sweet transformation, sweet awakening to the magnificent life that awaits you.